Hello my crafty friends, this is Yolanda from CraftyScentiments.com and I'm here with a really cute card for you today. Today I'm making a thank you card to send out to a few people, and I'm going to be using the Flourishing Phrases stamp set. Just going to be using the thank you so very much. There's going to be very minimal stamping on this card, but I really love the effect and the way it turned out. So I'm going to be using thank you so very much. And this is actually it has two cases, but I can combine them because it says one of two. So here's the first side. This is some of the images that you get. And then here's the second side where you get a lot more sentiments for different occasions. So I'm going to be using the thank you from the Flourishing Phrases. I'm also going to be using just this little bitty flower, the outline flower from the Happy Gorgeous stamp set, and that's going to be actually on the envelope. So I'm going to put that aside as well. Look, not much stuff is left. I'm going to be using a couple of the Thinlits from the Detailed Dragonfly Thinlits. I'm going to be using this large one here and the one right here. I think those are kind of cute. So let me push this aside, give myself some room. So what I'm going to do today, let's go ahead and get started, and I'll show you as we go along. So I have my card base. This is the thick Whisper White, measured at 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4 1/4. And you really do need to score the thick Whisper White as opposed to just folding it over and burnishing it, because it's really thick, hence the name. So I have a piece of that. And I have a couple of pieces of plain Whisper White that I'm going to use. There are no specific measurements. These were 3-inch pieces that I had. So I'm going to be using that. And here's an envelope that I'm going to be using, so I can set that aside. I also have a piece of maybe 3 by 4 inches of the Dazzling Diamonds. I think it's Dazzling Diamond glimmer paper. Can you see how that sparkles? This is oh so pretty. And the other thing that I have is a brand new product that we have in our annual catalog, and it's called, sorry for the glare, multi-purpose adhesive strips. And you get 12 pieces in this kit, and it's fabulous. If you're a person that you know, when you're adhering things down, but sometimes the glue gets on the outside, even though it's clear, you can kind of still see the glue just a little bit. It's a little bit shiny. Yes, I do love my multi-purpose glue, and I do love the fine tip glue pen, but this eliminates all of that. So basically, let me show you what we're going to do. I have to use the Big Shot today, and as you know, it's not in my area. So I'm going to adhere the Dragonfly down, and I'm going to run this through. Now when you're cutting these out, because this glimmer paper is so thick, and this paper is going to be extra thick because we're going to add this to it, you really need to use the multi-purpose precision plate, or I think that's what it's called, the precision base plate. You're going to use the Big Shot platform, the base plate, because this is not only is it detailed, but you also have an extra layer. So you're going to probably run this through it once, bring it back, and maybe a third time, just to be on the safe side. And then you're going to sandwich it between your top plates. So I'm going to go off and do that. So I'm going to run it through here. Now, another tip is that you can run it through on the correct side where the glimmer that's showing up. That's perfectly fine as well. And unless you're doing something that has letters, you can also turn it on the other side, on the back side, because there's like a thick plastic coating on the back of this, and sometimes it's a little hard to get through. So if you run it through the Big Shot machine, you can do it face up or face down. Either way will work fine, but don't do it unless if you're doing something that's words, because then it'll be reversed and that won't work. So I'm going to run that through the Big Shot again, maybe 3 times just to be sure. I'm going to need 3 of these dragonflies, the little tiny dragonflies. It's almost like a border. And so what we're going to do, let me show you how to use this. This is super sticky now. You be very careful when you open it up. And it says when you have the whole sheet, there's a part right here that says peel here, and there's, you're like, well, where do I peel at the very end? There's like a little corner. It folds over, and you take this top part off. This has no adhesive. This does. Be very careful in handling it, because you'll get the stickiness all over your fingers. Trust me, I did that the first time. So we're going to adhere it straight down on the cardstock and just burnish it. And there you go. So now when we get ready to cut it out, we're not going to cut it on this side. We're going to cut straight on the cardstock, just like that. And hold on to this, because if it comes off, you can actually set it on here until you're ready. I tried that. So we're going to do that 3 times. I already have, no, I didn't. I thought I had put it on here. I'm going to adhere 2 more pieces of the, or 1 more piece of the adhesive sheet to this and run all these through my Big Shot, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And I've cut out the Dragonfly. Look how pretty that is. That just sparkles. Oh my God, it looks so cute. Love it, love it, love it. Now here's the, if you want to call it the waste. Don't throw this away, because there's lots of valuable little things that you can stamp and cut out, and they already you will already have adhesive to it. So save this. You know, us as paper crafters, we save every little piece of paper. Well, at least I do. So I'm putting that on my save pile, because I'm going to use as much of it as possible. And you can clean it out, but a lot of times what will happen, I think I threw my other little piece of paper away. What will happen is that it just comes away by itself. I was going to show you. You know, most of them fall out, and some of them won't, because there's the adhesive to it, and if it doesn't, that's fine, because it still will come off once we take the paper backing off oh, this one actually made me a little, oh, it actually did come out. So I'm not going to worry about that. So let's see, now it's going to be sticking all over me now. I'll move some of these out the way. I'll clean this in just a second. Well, let me go ahead and do that now, because I won't do it later. I'll forget. And I can't find my precision. I usually just call this my pokey tool. I can't find my other one. I guess I cleaned up and it probably fell behind something, and I don't know where it's at. So let's go ahead and finish getting this card all together. So let's and burnish our card base down. And I forgot to tell you that the ink that we're going to use today, and that is the smoky slate. So let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment on here right quick. And this is the thank you so very much. I'm going to do this right in the bottom corner. Nope. I'm going to let it hold for a second so the cardstock can absorb the ink. There you go. And it's very light. I don't know if you can actually see that, but it's a smoky slate, so I didn't want anything stark on here. You know what? I have this out. I'm going to go ahead and do the envelope. I know I should do that last, but for this, I like to have coordinating envelopes. So I'm just going to stamp it 3 times in the little corner. And there's our envelope already. So let me pull the ink out of the way. And let's get started putting the rest of the card together. Now, the first thing we're going to do, I'd like to put the large dragonfly down. And for this, I want some liquid adhesive. This is almost like a plastic. You can use your fast fuse or something like that, but I like that once this takes a hold, it's like permanent, so you don't have to worry about it. And I'm going to do this pretty much at an angle. Good adhesion down. And let's let it go. So for this, it's almost going to be like a border. Let's see if I can get the paper backing off now. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Super easy. It's like a sticker. Sticking this all over. You don't have to worry about any glue anywhere. And I'm going to set this down here, and everything sticks down. And don't worry about this other part because I'm going to cut it off. And actually the effect that it gives it looks sort of like it's been embossed. So here's my other piece. And I'm going to set this down over here. And again, I'm going to cut the excess off. I'm going to set that aside because I may use that. I don't know. I save just about everything. Because it's a border, you can put it just about anywhere. And so for this one, I think I'm going to have a few over here to stick down. And then I'll cut the excess off again. Make sure it's down. And I'll put that aside. Oh, let me make this flush. There we go. And that peeking over just a little bit. There we go. And I think that's about it. Nope, maybe something over here. So I have that other small little piece. And I'm going to set that on the side. And I'll cut the other piece off as well. And that is it, my friends. I'm going to turn it over and kind of brush it down so it all sticks together. And the effect that it gives it looks like it's been embossed, which is really, really neat. So I like the white on white effect. And we can lift these little wings up here. And here is not so much matching, but matching envelope. And there you have it, my friends. Quick and easy. And you don't have glue all over your fingers, which I love, because I always get glue all over my fingers and it just gets a mess. But anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you enjoyed the video, because I know I had fun making it, and I had fun. I'm going to have fun sending these out to a few people that I really appreciate who've done some business with me. So thank you so very much for stopping by. This is Yolanda from CraftyScentiments.com. And if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. This would be great in other different colors as well, just a different tone on tone colors. But have a great evening, and I'll be back real soon with another video. Thanks. Bye bye.